All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are surprisingly going into Game 6.
Didn't think I'd see the day.
I was too busy serenading the entire stream with some very sad, epic music because I really thought that that was going to be the end of Sorrow's tournament. But no, the sentries and probes...
Well, the roaches were attacking structures instead of the actual sentries.
I wasn't watching. I was closing my eyes and singing. But when I opened them...
Great job, by the way.
Thank you. But when I opened them, shit was real. So we are now going to be going into a game number 6. I'm just in the lobby seeing if our players are ready. Let me show you my pretty black face. Hi.
This is the pretty black face.
We're ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it!
All right.
Oh snap! MLG Metropolis.
Ooh, haven't seen this map in forever.
I really haven't seen this map in a very long time. Good map.
Very good map. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to now Game 6 of a very, very surprising ending to Game 5, where I definitely thought Sorrow was going to lose.
Oh, little bit of backhanded compliment.
Oh, he said it looks like you've improved at your cannon rushing.
Backhanded compliment there by Kane.
Sour about that. A little bit of friendly BM. I like that. I like that.
You know, sometimes you gotta spice it up a bit. BM is the spice of life.
It is. It is. Adam, hit me up with an old school noise. Starting in the right-hand position.
Starting in the left-hand, right-hand position of Brazil, Jamaica.
We have Kane Man. And starting over here in the left-hand position of Metropolis, we have Sorrow.
What the hell was that?
Well, you said Jamaica, and I thought I'd throw in them on.
Yeah.
You know.
Happens.
It happens. It happens to the best of us. Wow, what a series this has been. We're in Game 6 right now. Kane, just, in my books, a better player, but, hey.
Sorrow has the ability to pull off some pretty epic maneuvers.
Abso-freaking-lutely, and we saw that last game, and hopefully we're going to see it again. I don't know if Sorrow wants to go late game with Kane again. I haven't seen him build a single giraffe yet in this entire tournament.
Which is crazy.
He's just been an immortal... Archon charge lock guy.
I feel like we're looking at a Protoss player who tries to avoid the late game as much as possible with Zerg. We haven't seen a whole lot of like serious competence in the late game, but we've seen a lot more competence in the aggressive playstyles of Protoss in the early game, and so I feel like that's his strength because I'm pretty sure that's what he does most of the time.
Yep.
And I would be incredibly surprised to see him play a standard game at this point. In fact, I'd almost be insulted.
Well, he's going to go Nexus first, so we're going to see.
You fool!
You're insulted.
You fool!
Hey, man, he might...
If it ain't broke, don't fix it! Damn, bro!
Yeah. And you know what? This is a really good map for cannon rushing, too. Because you've got
you
this area back here where you
never
can drop
get
a
spilled
cannon.
In with creep.
No. See,
Yeah.
you can drop down cannons, right? You started here.
Oh.
I used to cannon rush Zergs on this map all the time, and it was good fun. It was good fun. But hey, you know what? He wants to play standard. Maybe he's trying to metagame his opponent a little bit. He's got the momentum right now. There's some pressure. Kane needs to win this to take the tournament. Sorrow needs to win this to take this to Game 7. I feel like good things are going to happen.
I hope so. Because when bad things happen, it's the worst.
Sure. That it really is.
I love that random beam of light just in the middle of that right there. Like, just that right there. What the hell is that?
That's a designer fail.
Yeah, that's up there with the random sticks on, is that Ohana?
No, it was on Condemned.
Ah, Condemned is the random sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Major design fail.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's all right. It made us talk about it.
That's true.
Which
Gave
is
us
good.
something to talk about.
Yeah.
Which is nice. As we wait for the standard opening on both sides, he sees the expansion. So what does Kane immediately do?
Put down to third.
They expand twice.
Yep. Oh, that's good. Samurai's Core is down now here for Sorrow. Probe up here in the top left position, just waiting. He's probably going to plant down a proxy pylon later on. But Kane is looking around very, very hard. And he's being very thorough about this.
He wants to make sure there's no funny business happening.
Yep. especially when you're going to go for a fast third like that, and the last thing you want is some sort of all-in happening.
Sudden 7-gate.
Yep, but he knows there is 2 gas here, so it's pretty standard stuff here. He also, I don't know if you noticed that there was an upgrade going in that forge. That's a pretty big tell as well, that it isn't going to be a 7-gate all-in. But he knows, for the most part now, he's pretty safe.
He's pretty safe. He's done his scouting. He's going to feel pretty comfortable. He's going to continue to macro it up like a complete baller, and it seems that Saro's going to do basically the same thing. You know what I see every time I look at these maps and the empty bases and stuff with all these numbers and whatnot? Reminds me of the show The Thunderbirds. You ever see that show?
Nope.
It was all done with like puppeteers. Very old. I think Thunderbirds was a 70s gig, 60s or 70s maybe. Very good show actually, incredibly well done, and one of the few shows that was done was puppeteering like that was actually kind of serious. Like it was a legit, it was kind of like watching like a sci-fi show
with puppets
today, but with puppets.
So it wasn't like Team America.
No, because that wasn't serious at all.
No.
However, incredibly well done.
Oh, that movie was awesome. They said they'd never make another one because it was such a pain in the ass to film.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they were like, nope, never again. And you don't want to do another movie like that.
Well, it's also not necessary anymore because Bush is no longer
here?
in the presidency. So
pretty much.
That pretty much, you know,
America.
F yeah.
Obama 2012.
Coming to
2
save
terms,
the
bitch.
mother effing day, yeah. So what do we? Now that we've gone on that random kick, how are we doing here? It looks like we got Phil getting brave. Gonna run up here and see what he can do. He's gonna plop down that pylon for what business? I don't know. Do we have warp gate done? We have DTs is the plan of attack here. He sees 3. He's guessing that the lair is not going to be done by the time he gets his DTs out, and it's going to be pretty close.
The lair will be done, but is he really going to make an overseer the moment it finishes?
Probably
I don't know.
Not.
And you know what? I'm really liking this play from Saro because he hasn't done DTs yet in this entire tournament, or at least in this series. So I'm really, really, really liking this play. And you know, wow, does he really not have any? He has no units. These zealots are going to do significant damage here and force to pull a bunch of drones.
I was not expecting this to do that much.
What a timing here. This natural's going to go down at him.
That's huge. He's actually going to get rid of this. He's gotten rid of the queen. He's gotten the drones off the line. They're forced to go back. There were no units to speak of from Pulse. He didn't catch any of this. That was an incredibly forward pylon. All the larvae were taken up for drones, and now he's forced to just have this small force.
Beautiful play.
And Saro might actually be able to pull out something pretty epic here. If he gets some DTs in here, stuff's about to get real dangerous, and that dark shrine is finishing. Just about to finish.
And this is nice because, oh no, the pylon's gonna go down just before the DT's gonna
no!
Oh, right, two of them managed to get out instantly, building some overseers. And what kind of damage can these 2 DTs do? Is he gonna go right for the drones, maybe pick up the queen? I don't know. Oh, very nice. He's splitting them up. Splitting them up. Very, very, very nice.
Well done. Good decision as he is going to now basically tease as much of this as possible. There's one down. Another one has been warped in.
Third, man?
I don't know. He's struggling to figure out what he wants to do with these DTs, and that might get costly here.
Whoa, just kill one of his own creep tumors.
Whoa. I don't know why. I think he was just looking to surround that DT, and he ended up hitting his creep tumor instead. Down goes a queen there. So these DTs doing a decent job. That one goes down pretty quick, and the last one here will get taken out, and that will shut down that push. But I'll be damned if those zealots didn't do a lot of damage and gave Saro an advantage to expand again himself and get further up his own tech tree.
Yeah, no, that was a phenomenal play there. The damage has been dealt. The third is now going up. Really needs to get rid of this destructible debris right away, and that is what he's doing, tickling his way. Man, Sentries for him has just been winning games like crazy, and these Sentries got one hell of a job going 200 damage, or 2,000 damage. Needs to get
one damage
and look
at a time.
Calling in the Sentry bros to come in and help finish the job.
Well, I mean, have you ever tried to tickle a pile of debris into submission?
No.
Takes some time.
Yeah, you're going to need a lot of ticklies.
Takes some time.
Yeah.
Now look at this. He's going to get rid of these DTs. I think the DTs are kind of done at this point. He needs to retire them for a bit. Wait until he can catch Kane off guard again. Right now, he's very prepared for this as he continues to macro his way back up. He's going to send in a couple more. This was a warp prison this time, and that's much more effective now. But he really needs to be careful here. He doesn't want to throw away too much. He's going to focus on starting to get up some of his higher tier units. because we're going to see Infestors on the field here pretty quick. He's slowing him down, but he's not slowing him down that much.
Yeah, I agree, and he's actually getting giraffes this time around. What he's doing is he's just keeping Zerg at his base. That's what he's doing. He's doing a great job. Now the third is solidified. The Robo Bay is going up. The DTs are doing, you know, they're not doing crazy damage, but they're paying for themselves, which is always good. And you know what? Saro's playing this is a completely different Saro than I've seen in the past.
He's suddenly turned it on to be suddenly being a very decent mid-game player as we move into the late game. I didn't expect to see that at all from Saro, to be completely honest with you. He hasn't displayed great skill at that stage of the game, and look at this, he's going to see it now, and this is where it's going to get start to get maybe a little redundant. He needs to get a couple more Overseers though, to make sure that this doesn't continue to actually cause major harm. There's an observer there who's just going to get some information, and the Thermal Lance on the way. So at this point, it looks like Saro is going to have a little bit of air to breathe. He's going to continue to get rid of these Dark Temps as he makes his way into his Infestors. 6 are on the way. The Spire is coming as well. And I'm also, I mean, like you were saying, he's going into Colossi this time, which is, again, completely different style of play than we were used to seeing. Every other mid-game to late-game play, we've seen nothing but Immortals. And so I'll be interested to see how well he handles his Colossi and if he can actually use them effectively based on having not seen them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you want to do against Zerg. It's kind of weird. Like, I can see doing an Immortal Sentry all-in, which he tried one game and it failed. But especially, I think it was a game where he was holding his third for so long, and he got taken down, and all he had was, well, he didn't have any giraffes, and that's what he needed against those infested Terrans. And you know what? He's playing a lot more standard this time around.
Much more standard. But look at this. Very good. I'm very pleased with his harassment here. I mean, he's got to be careful how much money he's throwing away because
there's the fungal.
Yeah, his opponent is very ready for this. But I applaud him for being such the aggressor, because before it was his opponent Kane with such amazing map control, and now he's kind of flipped the tables and keeping Kane in his base and having map control of his own. Unfortunately, with the loss of that Warp Prism, that gives it back over to Kane. But Saro doing a much better job this time around. Yeah,
still no Spire yet out on the field for Kane, and that's mainly because, you know, he's been dealing...
It should be done. I thought that finished.
Is it done?
A while ago.
Oh, okay. Well, then I didn't see it.
It's somewhere. I'm almost freaking...
Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good then. I was like, that's weird. We're 15 minutes in, and I was like, well, I was gonna say maybe that's because Saro was doing such a good job at you know, keeping him on his toes, but no, it's
suddenly map control.
It's down, and the Hive is now just going down, and this is gonna be a crucial time here for Saro. Can he do the damage that needs to be dealt to stay in this game? It is now 200 for Kane and 146 here for Saro. He's got a decent unit, very good unit composition. Not too many sentries, which is good.
No, he might need more sentries than that.
I don't know. They're full of energy. You can get a lot of force fields off with these. You don't want to waste too many, and gas is a pretty scarce commodity at this stage in the game. He's definitely going to need it because he's going to have to eventually tech into a Stargate and a Fleet Beacon to be able to get that mothership out. And he just needs to deal damage right now. He needs to just totally own it up and get rid of maybe some Infestors, kill off some Corruptors, and just put himself in a better position for late game. He needs to get out that Fleet Beacon right away.
Just finished.
Great, and there it is. So the mothership should be being built very shortly. He is supply blocked just for the short moment, and he'll be out of that very quickly. And there it is. Here comes the push. A bunch of Stalkers and Colossus. I would like to see maybe 1 or 2 more Colossus in this army. It's not going to be a huge thing right now because there is no Broodlords out on the field, but once those get out, you definitely want at least 4 giraffes in your army. And here we go. This is beautiful. Nice force fields there. A sexy blink back. A couple of the giraffes are going to fall very quickly, and this is his chance to get rid of all these Corruptors. He needs to do a forward blaze to get rid of those, and no, does not, and manages to back off. And you know what? Rightfully so, because those Infestors could have got off a decent fungal if he tried to blink all of his Stalkers forward like that. And now he's just going to walk up very carefully. And there's the forward blink.
Nice.
Very nice. Picking off a lot. And boom. There's those force fields. Not allowing to get... This is it. This is game.
No,
this is game, man.
If there is a hold here, it will be Jesus mode holding at this point. But that's going to be it. Pulse goes down. Hot damn, ladies. Game 7.
Now that was a game of StarCraft.
Damn, dude. Saros, where is this coming from?
This is good.
What purse did you take off?
This is good. This is good.
How high were those heels you were wearing before you decided to suddenly remove them and become amazing?
This is nice. He didn't overcommit when he had a possibility to do so. He just slowly picked them apart. And just when I was saying, you know, he needs to apply the right pressure and needs to do it now, he went up and did it. And just before those Broodlords came out, that was it.
That was, I mean, Protoss has to hit that timing before the mothership is out of shutting down as much of the corruptor count as possible and getting any infestor kills that you can. And so that push, like you were saying, it's a necessary thing, and good on him for actually making it. But even better, being able to control that army the way he did at the end, and instead of just slowing him down and getting the corruptor count down, he shut the whole damn thing down altogether.
Oh yeah, no, the show was it.
He walked in and said, "Hey, game over. Time to go to bed."
Should I do the pun of Kane just met the showstopper?